Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since I filmed a video. I actually recorded some footage when I was home at Christmas, but then I kind of never got around to posting it and never actually used it, so it's kind of still just sitting on my camera, and I don't know if I'll ever post it. But anyways, I am making this video, and if it gets posted, that means that I officially entered the contest. But essentially, I wanted to make this video to kind of explain why I decided to enter the summer shredding 2018 contest, I guess you want to call it. Yeah, because it's something that I've never really done, and I feel like any of the videos and pictures that I end up posting about it are going to be really vulnerable posts, which can be kind of daunting to someone to be posting something that vulnerable out on the internet, because essentially once you post something on the internet, it's out there forever. So anyways, yeah, I kind of just wanted to go into why I decided to do it. I actually brought it up to my boyfriend, and then I was like, wait a minute, like maybe this is something that I could do too. So one thing that really bugs me, that's still this, I don't know if you want to call it like stigma or I don't know, anyways, is that when someone decides to work on themselves, their health, their fitness, their nutrition, whatever it is, people always think it's for something, and that might be the case. Maybe you're getting in shape for a wedding, or maybe you're getting in shape for a trip, and that's great. But a lot of the times people will say you're doing it to impress someone, or for some like silly reasons like that. And you know, maybe for some people that is the case. It probably is for some people, and I mean, if that's your motivation and that's what gets you out the door in the morning, good for you, that's awesome. But for me, the reason that I decided to do it was it's 90 days, it's 3 months. That's only a portion of the year, and even if you're working out for an hour every day, that's still only like 4% of your day. But I kind of wanted to do it to prove to myself that, I don't know, that I could commit fully to myself for those 90 days, to push past any limiting beliefs that I have, to actually want to wholeheartely dive into it, to resist temptation that might come my way, to just kind of test my willpower. And I really wanted to do it not necessarily for like a fitness competition or a physique competition, but I'm a runner and I also like to lift weights, which my doctor told me is like the two things that you often don't hear people say mixed together. If people lift weights, they hate cardio. If people love cardio, they don't like lifting weights. So it was kind of funny. But running is like my main focus. It's what I love. I love going out and running half marathons or marathons, or I'm eventually hoping to one day dive into ultra marathons, but that's a whole other story for a different day. But I have a half marathon that is like a week after, or like 10 days after like the finale of summer shredding. So I kind of thought to myself, like, that can be not my end goal, but that race will kind of be what I'm working towards. Like, I'm going to work really hard because I want to not necessarily beat my personal best time, because all sorts of different reasons, but to work really hard and to have a time that's reflective of the amount of training that I've been putting in. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I had a really bad brain injury that I still suffer from, and that I had a weight gain and I lost some of the weight, but it takes a long time to get back up to that peak fitness that I was at the point of when I was in the accident. I had just run my first marathon. That accident happened like 5 or 6 weeks after that. I had come off an amazing race season. I had personal best my half marathon time. I ran my first marathon. Like, things were looking up, and then the accident happened, and bed rest for 6 to 7 months, getting my feet back under me, essentially learning how to run again, learning how to incorporate fitness into my life once again. Oscar. And it's been a really long journey. That happened in 2013 and we're in 2018 now, and the fact that I'm still not where I was, and whether or not I ever get back to that state, I don't know, but I know that every day I'm working really hard to get there, whether that be in my training, in what I do to help with my mental health and that kind of thing. And yeah, it's just been a bit of a roller coaster to get here, but I started sharing my story about May 2015 is when I think I created my Jillian's Running Journey Instagram account, and now it's changed to jillianaranyfit because I have more than just running incorporating into my life. I have cats, that's they're always in the picture. But yeah, so these 90 days, they're going to be challenging. They're going to be tough. I can guarantee there'll be temptations. I can guarantee there will be times where I don't want to work out, or I don't want to, I don't know, whatever I decide to incorporate into those 90 days, whether it be self-development books or personal help books or what have you. There's going to be hard times. I know that. Life can be hard. Life sucks sometimes. And sometimes it's circumstances you can control, and other times it's not. But doing this 90 days is really something that's out of my comfort zone. It's sharing a lot of vulnerability. There's no other word for it. It's going to take a lot. It's going to be something else that I add to my plate, or into my briefcase as some people call it. And one thing that I heard on a podcast once is everything you have on your plate or in your briefcase is what you've brought into your life. So if you're doing something, it's because you want that in your life. If you decided to take a second job, if you decide to volunteer and all that kind of stuff, you bring that into your life. So if that's the case, then you've picked it up, you're carrying it, it's there, you're going to do it. And that's, I think, what the most daunting thing for me is that if I decide to commit to these 90 days and put it out there, then it's like I need to hold myself accountable, because it's going to be out there. There's going to be people who are going to want to follow up, see how I'm doing week 1, week 2, week 3. And that's why I want to document a lot of the journey, whether that be through Instagram posts. And I think I'm going to create weekly videos that will kind of go through how that week, what I did that week. And you know, I know that a fitness plan gets put out that you can follow, and yeah, maybe some days I'll go to the gym and follow that, or maybe I'll decide that in these 90 days, okay, I want to up my squats. I want to be able to do, instead of whatever, up the weight, whatever it might be. And putting it out there means that people can hold you accountable. People can go back and say, okay, you posted this on whatever day, and you said in 2 weeks you're going to do this. Well, it's been 2 weeks. Have you done that? And I think that's, for me, what's the most scary and the most intimidating part about it. But I also think it's good. I kind of just felt this like draw and this pull to do it. And so that's why I finally just kind of decided to dive right in and do it, and document it, because there'll be ups, there'll be downs, there'll be days where it's harder than others. And yeah, so I just think that it's something that's way out of my comfort zone. I mean, why not take a chance? Why not do it? I mean, I'm not doing it for the prizes. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to prove to myself that for 90 days, I can put myself first. I can make decisions based on the fact that I have this goal in my head that I'm so driven towards. And I think that that's kind of the push that I need at this point. I've overcome a lot of stuff, and to be where I am today, to say that I can now go out and run the distances that I run every day or every other day, or be able to work out, that is huge for me, because this time 5 years ago, I was not doing that. I was laying in a bed in a dark room, listening to shows on Netflix, not watching them, listening, because I wasn't essentially not really allowed to look at screens because they caused me headaches. And even today, the weather has been nuts. The pressure system's coming through, and for me, I'm really, really impacted by that. And living in Nova Scotia, Canada, I don't know if I said that before, but that's where I am, makes that even harder because our weather is crazy. But yeah, so I just think that it's going to be a journey. It's going to be hard. There will be other days where it will seem easier, but I think it's just at the right time for me. It's just just something it feels like something I should be doing. And now I have both cats beside me. And yeah, so it's gonna be good, I think. No, I know it's gonna be good. So I'm excited to see what I can accomplish in these 90 days. I don't necessarily have a physique that I'm going for or a certain weight to lose, but what I'm doing it for me, committing to myself for 90 days. And I know that the physique and all of that will come with the hard work that's put in, because that's the truth. If you put in the hard work, the results are going to show. So that's what I'm keeping in my mind, and that's what I'm going to strive towards. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope that people will check in and they'll be interested in the journey, because it is a journey. It's never ending. And that's something I've really learned over the years through my recovery, is that some days are really hard, other days are better, and I think that's just how life is. So I'm going to make it a point to make weekly videos to show how I'm feeling, what I did this week, some of the big accomplishments, whether that be a certain distance that I ran or workouts that I've done, that kind of thing. And yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be the kind of push that I need right now. So again, if you're watching this, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that you enjoy the kind of series, I guess, mini-series, I don't know, that I'm going to put out there. And yeah, so thank you, and best of luck to everybody else who's entering the contest. And like I said, I'm not doing it for the prizes or the money. I'm doing it because I think right now it's just the push that I need. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.